Hello and welcome to Silver Star Guidance YouTube channel. This is going to be a general relationships reading for those born under the energy of Leo. So this is going to be a 6-card spread for you and 6 cards for object of your affections. So whoever your heart's desire, this may be someone that you know, someone you may be in a relationship with, or someone that you haven't met with. So let's see what the cards have in store for you this month, Leo. Wheel of Fortune. It's like things are turning around for you. I was sort of getting something when I was shuffling, but we'll see what happens there. But I was getting something like it's like your strength is coming back, things are starting to turn around, and I was kind of half expecting strength card to pop out, but there you go, Wheel of Fortune. And we have King of Pentacles in reverse. So basically dealing with, things are turning around, but you're not really happy with the way things are. You're not really feeling settled, possibly from things happening in the past. It feels like this is more to do with finances than with love. Possibly things aren't, all that great. Resources are probably not all that great. Feeling like there's not enough time to get everything done. Let's see what we've got for your heart's desire. The energies that they're going through at the beginning of the month of November 2018. This is for another shuffle there. Yeah, it's definitely 2 straight off. So they're having the Emperor and the Star in reverse. So they're in a strong position at the moment, feeling like things are coming around. They're feeling quite stable where they are. But I feel like focusing too much on things that are material, what's right in front of them, and it's causing them, I keep getting stagnation come into it. So yeah, it's like it's more of an ego thing, I think, on their behalf. They're not really sort of paying too much attention, it seems, at the moment. Yeah, Page of Wands in reverse. They're not really communicating, sort of all about themselves at the moment. But this isn't like a healing energy. It's actually it's like a sort of refusing to look at the past, I guess. That's sort of what I'm getting with this for the moment. So let's see for Leo what's going on mid-month here. Leo mid-month. And there seems to be it's like conflicting energies. It's almost contradictory. I'm getting on both sides here. see, Leo mid-month. We're looking for love and relationships. How are you feeling on this side? Excuse me. It's not really clear. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Yeah, Ten of Swords in the upright. So it's really getting you down this sort of thing. It's like you can't communicate with this person. Feeling it's someone that you're already. For some of you, it seems like it's someone that you're involved in with already, and for some of you, this is someone that you're trying to hook up with. It's very similar. Yeah, Ace of Cups in reverse and Three of Pentacles in the upright. So really trying to focus on your work at the moment, being that things aren't really, it seems like, work's sort of not going too well, finances are sort of not going too well. Perhaps this is sort of interfering in your career, and it feels like there's, it's like I'm getting a loss of hope in a lot of ways. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Heart's Desire here. What's the energies they're going through here mid-month? One really wants to come out. And Nine of Wands in the reverse. It's like, yeah, it's like they're letting their guard down. They're trying to let go of a situation. They don't want to fight anymore, but it seems like you're already in a state of, you're sort of like over it and concentrating more on what's been lacking in your own life, and sort of putting the, yeah, it's like putting the love life on hold in a way. That's what I'm getting. What else have they got going on? What else have we got going on for Leo's Heart's Desire here? There's too many, but there is. No, it's just this one. The Empress in reverse. Yeah. They are. It's like they're not. I'm getting this. It's like they're not willing to start something new. Like, I feel like there was family, like possibly like, starting a family or something, but it's being put on hold. It's with this sort of energy. It's on both sides here. It's like you're affecting each other. So this is probably more for people that are in a relationship, excuse me, and for people that aren't, it's more of, it's an unwillingness to start something new, to go forward. It's, yeah, lacking. Alright, yeah, let's see how you're going for the end of the month. And we're going to come through with this. Five of Cups in reverse. So you're really by the end of the month, you're not mourning the loss of this. Whatever this is, whatever's been going on, it's like you already sort of come to terms with it. You've sort of put the emotional side sort of aside, emotional part of it aside. I think there's other things going on in your life you need to focus on, it seems. What else have we got for you at this time? Yeah, so there's a willingness to you're trying to move away from this situation, but you're carrying still a lot of this burden with you. Let me get another card for you on this one here, Leo. It's not done with it just yet. But I see a willingness to move away from the situation. Not necessarily the person, but it's the situation that you're in. It's obviously not doing you very well mentally or financially. It seems like it's kept you from important things in your life at this time, possibly, with all these sort of worries and things like that. So what else we have for Leo here? Yeah, looking to start something new, looking to the future and not looking back on the past. So you're moving away from the past in this. And the overall energy being Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So there's a lot of instability in your life at the moment, it seems, more in the material side of things. And it's like this situation has been getting in the way of it in a lot of ways. It seems to have been affecting a lot of things in your life, and you kind of just you're over with all that. You don't want it to affect you anymore. It's why this massive reversal with the Ace of Cups. It's like, well, if it's not going to work out in my favor, if it's having this effect on my life, I'm really not going to have it in my life, because I can't afford to have that sort of stuff. That's what I'm getting. There you have the excuse me, the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So they're really not focused. I mean, that's not the right way to put it. It's not you they want to focus the attention on. They're not very giving at all. Perhaps you're relying on this person in some financial matter. They're really not interested in that, and they're sort of stuck in this sort of position where they're trying to free themselves from what's holding them back. It feels like this is something that, like, the situation's holding them back. It's like perhaps they've been supporting you financially in some way, and they're tired of giving in a lot of ways. I think if it is having something to do with money in your relationship, it's been interfering in your relationship quite strongly. There's been too much emphasis on it. Something like that is what I'm getting. I have one more card here, please. No, two. What have you got here? Yeah, they're Three of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Swords in the reverse. They're really not looking for a future with this, and they're just not thinking straight. Simply, it's just it's all this. I feel quite strongly it has a lot to do with finances interfering in this relationship. And we have the overall for the Magician in reverse. So it's like they feel like they're losing their power. They're losing what they have, what they've built up, what they've been putting into the relationship, and it's caused them a lot of. I'm getting confusion. They're just not willing to fight for it in a lot of ways. They've come in. They were in quite a stable position, but it's been distracting them, and there's no growth to it. There's no growth, and it's been the opposite. It's been quite draining, quite taxing Yeah, it's with the Ace of Swords in reverse. They can't really see a rational solution to it. Like it doesn't make sense to stay in this situation. And I think for yourself too, it seems quite much the same, but I think you're kind of on the wrong end with this stick in some ways. You're trying to move away from this situation, but you're carrying a lot of this baggage with you, and you're trying to look, you're looking to the future, and just you're watching it sort of, this part of your life sort of drift off, as in you're watching it sail away. Or perhaps it's possibly it's like, it's them watching you go out of their life, I suppose. Perhaps you might be leaving them. As I'm getting, it's not so much waiting for something to come in, it's seeing something go. I don't think it's a happy situation on either end. I don't think any one person is glad about it. So I don't believe there's anything really malevolent about it in any way. I think it's just a situation that hasn't been working out for both of you, and it could signify something like it's time to make a separation from this situation. Which is, it's often for the best. It was one of the other readings I've done where it's quite similar, where it's more positive for both people to, rather than try and prolong the inevitable, so to speak, if it's not working out for both parties in a mutual way, and there's no, even sort of give and take, and it's all give on one side and all take on another. It's like that's a heavy imbalance to a situation. And I think that's it's been causing a lot of imbalance in this relationship and caused it to tilt completely to one side. And I think, there's not much you feel like you can do about it. And it's having quite an effect on you both. Not like hugely detrimental, but it's definitely not comfortable. Let's put it that way. That's the least of it. Yeah. Okay, I think I'll call it there. Thank you very much for watching, Leo. I'm going to be doing these readings on a monthly basis, both general and relationships. If you would like to see more content, please subscribe. And until then, take care.